All right, guys, we're back. Long time no see. We're back in the garage with Rocky. It's been a while since we've done a shop video, but it seems like from watching how the views go, it seems like videos in the shop do a lot better than the drag racing videos, which is weird, but it is what it is. Drag racing is more fun for us, but I guess watching the builds is more fun for y'all. So, this winter, over the off season, the sort of forced off season because Rocky kind of killed a transmission when we were at Kentucky Dragway. I don't have a video on that. We didn't really get enough content, but I'll insert some of that here. It was a good. It wasn't. It really wasn't a good day. This broke. Dad's S10 broke the rear end. Chris's Chevelle blew a head gasket. So yeah, but in the downtime, we're gonna do some major changes to this girl or boy because it's Rocky. Anyway, we got we got to do something about the turbo system that was on it. Let me get you guys in here real quick. Down here is rivets of the old turbo kit. That is a Silverado header, or log manifold made for a Silverado, and an S10 driver side header, just a regular one that I extended, very, very ugly. And there's a crossover pipe. The whole engine was breathing a T6 turbo through this ugly flange right here. Real small hole. So our logic, I don't know if it's the right logic, but our logic is if we put two 2.5-inch pipes, we're going to run it down here under the front of the car and over here, put the turbo over here somewhere. And, run the exhaust out the fender like all the cool Pro Mod guys do. Our logic is that that should give the turbo more flow. I think we might have been maxing out the flow of what that could do. And the turbo, which is big, should be able to do a lot more. But once we get that done, I'd really like to change the cam. I don't know if, to be honest, I'd like to pull the motor out and change a whole bunch of stuff. I'd like to put a forged crank in it and all that, but I don't know if we'll get that far. We might not do that. Mainly, we need to, it has stock push rods in it. We need to put hardened push rods in it. I need to do a trunnion upgrade, put the bushings in them. Stuff like that, just little stuff. But we need to get rid of this. All of this prehistoric stuff. We need to get rid of it. So the plan is this weekend, or not this weekend, I'm not that fast. This winter, we'll put coilovers on the front, really getting up with the times. And then in the back, we'll do 4-link and coilovers in the back. That's the plan. Really like to put a passenger seat Kirky in it. No, don't look at that, it's a spoiler. I'd like to put a passenger seat Kirky in it. That's really it. But it's gonna take some time and some money. But we'll bring you guys along for the ride. I have a few other plans that I'd like to do this winter. I'd like Rob to do his build finally. I'd like Nate to build his Camaro. I don't know if he'll get that far. We have an S10, that square body S10 that I showed you guys months ago. I'd really like to put a big block in it. We got one. We got a big block. We got a power glide. I think that'd be a really cool setup. Also, I got a square body Silverado, like a big square body, a full-size square body. It's got a 5.3 in it. It's been parked out back for a while. I'd like to try to get it out this winter too. Maybe put a blower on it. But I think it would be cool to take it out and do some off-road stuff. I don't know if you guys are into that or not, but I'd like to do more of that. I'll try not to roll it over like I did the side by side. But I'm going to get to work welding the V-band back on this side. We cut it off. I cut this one off too. If you watch me weld later, we don't want to talk about that. I'm not a welder. I know some welders, and I'm not one of them. But I got some pipe. I'm waiting on the flange for the turbo, so we can't go too far, but I'd like to at least get it, from there to here somewhere. And then once I get the flange, I'll figure out exactly where I'm going to put the turbo. I might have to move some of this. But we'll do some welding, I guess. It seems like the thing to do. Let me take some parts off and we'll get back to you. Let's go ahead and get this flange welded on. I'm going to put the gloves on for safety because I done shocked myself the first time I did this earlier. I didn't like it. Didn't feel great. I'm going to try not to do that again. I'm going to sit this on there as straight as I possibly can. I'll probably just kind of eyeball it. Just get it tacked on one side and then I can bend it as I need to. It'd probably help if I turn the welder on. Okay. It'll probably work now. Ow! That hurt the baby. Okie dokie. That's definitely close enough. There's a huge gap because of where this was cut further down on the flange than the other one was. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill it. Oh, I think that's it. Wow, it's not on there straight at all. But it's kind of leaned toward where I need it to be. Yeah, I'm not a welder, but it is welded. So, mission complete. All right, let's get this manifold back installed without burning myself. Hopefully, it'll be a miracle. Because it seems like I burn myself quite often. It's kind of a problem. But it's mostly when I'm working on this. Like changing the spark plugs or something. Which I was going to try to make easier by buying these F-body headers, hold on, like this. They were going to go on, you know, like this and keep everything nice and low instead of it coming up high like these will. But this just goes straight into the frame rail, which ain't helping me any. And I didn't really feel like modifying them because I might send them back or Dad might use them on his truck, whichever one we decide. But let's get this back on. Right. I left the V-band all the way over here. This is very, 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 very hot. So I'm going to try not to touch it. I don't like how loose that is. I hope that tightens down on that. Cool. It better. If not, that's what I get for buying Chinese V-band clamps. It did not. Huh. No. Needed more tight. Anyway, now we're on to this side. So now I need a piece of pipe that'll come out of there, down under here, close in front of the crank pulley or something, and then it's going to come back up, probably under this. This will be out of the way. These will be out of the way. This will probably be out of the way. And then we'll run that up here somewhere, imaginary. Then this one will come out of here, run here, into this little thingamajigger, and we'll put the turbo. Probably here somewhere. I don't know yet. Wherever I got room. I want to put the hood on it. My goal is to have my hood again. I kind of miss it. It fit with the first turbo. Then I put that one on it, and where I had this coupler with a V-band on it, the V-band wouldn't clear the hood. That was it. So yeah, it won't be hard to make that happen. Then turn the exhaust out so I don't have the exhaust sticking over the fender and leave it a black spot on it. But yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and get this started, I guess. These pipes, they're all covered in oil, which is cool. That's what I like. But here's my plant. Well, you can't see that. You're too far in. So, okay, now everything's fine. I need to cut this pipe shorter, or yeah, no, it needs to be shorter. Okay, so cut this pipe just a little bit shorter, and this one's already sort of going where I want it to. Yeah, just like that. Anyway, you get the general idea. I'm going to cut this pipe a little bit shorter. I'll come back to you. All right, so I kind of missed. That's better. Close enough. All right. Probably put the ground on or it won't work. What? Alright, these are tack welded. Let's go back to the car and see if it actually went or goes where I needed it to go. It is, I don't even think it's close to pointing to where I wanted it to point, which doesn't make any sense because that's where the mark was. It's close. Oh god, my tack welds are already breaking. Like literally. Okay. Alright. Anyway. See? Yes. Yes, exactly. It's even slightly following this way to miss this pipe right here. You should. Hold on. Maybe you can see it. No, I don't want to put, man, I'll put you in here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Needs to be tilted up some. If I tilt it up some, it'll be a relatively straight pipe coming into here. Let me, I'll be back. The Chinese V-bands have already struck. Brand new. Literally just took it out of the box. There's the box. I'm going to try to fix this and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm trying the more aggressive upward angle. That might work. This might just work. It's going to be real hot right there. Probably could have been ran down lower, but I don't really know that it's going to make a difference. Alright, so I'm pretty much out of parts to install. I've done the most I can tonight. I'm waiting on that flange. Try to get some video of trying to put the rest of this kit together tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get everything I need. We'll get this finished up. It won't be that hard. Just run the rest of that pipe over here, run this one up into the flange. I'll, hang the turbo off something, figure out where I want to put it. But let's, this is a big deal for this car because since we built it, it's been running on a stock ECU. We're going to change it up a little. This is a Holley Terminator X. We're going to do a whole video going into putting this into the car. All the work we got to do. I just got to order a few sensors and whatnots. Probably going to change the injectors. It needs bigger injectors as it is. But if that flange shows up tomorrow, we'll be finishing that tomorrow. And after that, we'll probably get to doing some of that valve train work that I was talking about. I just got to order more parts. So with that being said, I will either see you tomorrow or next video. We'll see how it goes.
3 days later.
Alright guys, we're back and I've made some serious progress. All the time I waited for that flange, it didn't come in until Monday, well no, it was Tuesday that it came in, and I filmed the last part of this video on Saturday. But ignore my crappy welding, but the turbo is hung where I'd like it to be. It'll clear the hood just fine there. All this is all crossed over together. It clears this. Everything should be good. I just need to run different oil lines. I'll need a longer feed line and a longer return line probably. The return might fit. But next all we gotta do is run the exhaust out this way and then out the fender, which I should be able to clear the wheel by a good bit. But we made some serious progress today. I guess I need to cut out most of this core support so that way the turbo can get some air, because right now it's just kind of laid out right there. But I think that's all I got for now, so thanks for watching, guys. We will see you on the next one.